Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the Trash Picture Show. I am back reviewing another figure that gorgeous girlfriend of mine sent me. And since it is June and I am a big advocate of Jurassic June, I decided to push this guy forward in my review schedule because it's been a while since I reviewed a dinosaur, and Jen the lunatic, she splashed out and got me a Jurassic Park 30th anniversary Hammond collection Metriacanthosaurus. Now, full disclosure, this animal was never featured officially in the movies. However, if you watch the original Jurassic Park, that is one of the embryos that Dennis Nedry actually steals. So there's a kind of connection there. But by and large, it's an interesting animal. It's a bit different from what we've gotten before. It's from the Jurassic period, if I'm not mistaken, discovered in Oxford clay in England. And yeah, it's a standard theropod, probably from the same lineage as Allosaurus, given the period of time it existed. So yeah, it is an interesting looking creature. Let's have a look at a box actually before I take him out. So again, I love the Hammond collection packaging. You have a really cool kind of black charcoal color box. You have the embossed Jurassic Park symbol here. You have Jurassic Park 30th anniversary. Hammond collection symbol here, John Hammond there. The name of the creature. On the side, you have a really cool picture of the Metriacanthosaurus. That's a really awesome picture right there. Flip it to the back, and there is the figure out of the box. And there is an image of Dennis Nedry stealing the embryos, and it just gives a quick reading of what's going on. After shutting down Jurassic Park security systems, Dennis Nedry makes his way to the cold storage room and secretly steals the embryos of the Metriacanthosaurus as well as other dinosaur species. So yeah, again, pretty cool and pretty interesting that he's connected to the original movie. So yeah guys, I'm going to pause the video here, and when we come back, we'll take a closer look at this guy out of the box. Don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and here he is out of the packaging. And first off, I have to say the colouring is really nice. That kind of dark brown on top of the lighter tan, and there's an even lighter colour going underneath, so it's kind of a two-tone brown. And then you have the dark brown, and then you have a kind of coppery kind of gold finish here. And you can definitely see that he's a theropod from the Jurassic period because he has kind of the spurs and ridges on his head that you'd attribute to the likes of Allosaurus and such. But yeah, really nice paintwork and really nice sculpting as well. They really kind of sculpted in the roughness of the skin and stuff. This is why I think the Hammond collection is that bit better. The articulation and the extra level of detailing on the sculpt and stuff is what really makes this guy cool. Hinges on both the top and bottom jaw. However, the top jaw is a bit more free to move around. Good articulation on the neck. Again, what you'd come to expect from this line. Nice articulation on the arms. Legs are a bit stiff and knee joints are a bit stiff. I may need to give this guy a soak in hot water, but still, it's a pretty solid figure. And yeah, it's a cool figure. I like it. I like the detailing. Even the little bumps and ridges and kind of the colour change on the palette here is nice. And like, for example, they even painted the iris. That's a nice detail. There you can see. Again, they went above and beyond with these figures. And they should, because you pay a nice bit for them. Although Jen, I think, got this guy on sale in Ross's, which is pretty awesome. But again, I like these figures because you can get more posability than the standard figures. I still have a soft spot for the generic Mattel Jurassic World figures, but this guy and the other ones in the Hammond collection line are just really fucking solid. So yeah guys, I'm going to pause the video here, and when I come back, I'm going to compare him to some other figures in this line and the standard line. So don't go anywhere, I shall be right back. And we are back, and there is the Metriacanthosaurus, and I'm going to put my other Hammond collection figure next to him, my other dinosaur from that series. The Concavinator next to him. I'm going to put him next to this guy and see how he scales up. And yeah, they're roughly the same kind of size. Yeah. Again, it's pretty cool. Jen was awesome. She got me this guy, and she also got me another Hammond collection series. Human, my favorite character from the series, Robert Muldoon. Just put him next to him there. And yeah, that scales up about right. In fact, I think Metriacanthosaurus might have been a wee bit bigger, but you could say this guy's a juvenile. I'm going to put Ian Malcolm next to him. So there you go. Just for shits and giggles. That is the standard line one. Although he looks like an actual... He looks like his movie counterpart, which is pretty cool. And lastly, I'm going to put this Pachyrhinoceros next to him. And again, that scales up fairly well as well. That's pretty cool. Again, I like this guy because the color scheme is really nice, and obviously the articulation is cool. You can get some really interesting poses with him. I can see why they are being reduced though, because when they're initially released, they do have a hefty price tag. So I think you're better off waiting, because after a while shops cop on and just put these guys into the discount aisle, which is kind of sad but also beneficial to the buyer. But yeah guys, this guy is definitely one of my favorites from that line. Not to say that the other guys aren't cool, but there's just something about this more robust theropod that I really like. But yeah, have you any figures from this line? If you do, let me know which ones you have and which is your favorites. My name's Martin, this has been the Trash Picture Show, and yeah, have a good one. Take care. Bye now.